So especially with the now completed merger, we are seeing a lot of crazy stuff happening to Lucid Motors stock again, also being up almost 7% from the recent lows about a week ago. But as we are still down more than 60% since the January highs of almost $65, what we are going to do today is give you an updated insight into what is happening to the new ticker symbol LCID, including the merger's effects on Lucid, as well as the new multi-billion-dollar infrastructure plan, and break down exactly whether it is still a buy at the end. And as the analysis in the video is absolutely crucial to consider before buying the stock, make sure to stay tuned. But before we jump right in, just hit that subscribe button down below. And as we'll keep you updated on breaking news and awesome trading opportunities every single day, subscribing would not only help us but also you. So there is really no excuse for not smashing the subscribe button. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe if you feel so. Alright, let's start talking about the stock. And in the case of Lucid Motors, we are looking at an especially amongst investors, and now even more than ever pretty popular EV company. But what makes the stock pretty insane right now is the massive amounts of traction it's currently getting from traders again. And these are actually due to some very specific reasons we now have to quickly take a look at, starting off with the still certainly biggest story, the now completed merger. So Lucid shareholders have finally approved the long-awaited merger between Churchill Capital and Lucid on Friday, making the company now trading on its own, and not as a SPAC, ending all the drama around the merger process of the two companies as well as the somewhat significant issues we had with the special purpose acquisition. But next to the tremendous hype from retail traders, there's actually another really important reason that sparked not only the recent events, but also the initial spikes of more than 675% at the beginning of the year, mainly being driven by the super competitive nature in the EV space. And we're talking of course about the bet of investors that Lucid is actually able to compete against giants like Tesla, currently being well ahead of its competitors, while bringing in some really impressive numbers. But here is where the company can show its pretty huge benefits again, beginning with the ones it got from the completed merger, traction. In fact, there are a ton of people interested in the stock and company again after finally being able to trade under its own name, clearing the way to becoming one of the industry leaders. And although it's pretty clear that Lucid has no chance right now to be at the top of the normal EV market, especially as all of the legacy auto manufacturers are also switching to and investing significantly in electric vehicles, there's one super important thing to consider with Lucid Motors. It focuses on an entirely different market than most of its competition and the big players in the space do, the luxury market. And with cars like the Lucid Air Dream Edition that starts at $169,000, the company targets a totally other group of customers than for example Tesla, while also competing in a niche where almost no other company is now present. Another story that is crucial to consider for our prediction at the end is the new infrastructure bill from Biden of more than $3 trillion, with Democrats now asking for another $160 billion to be included just for additional electric vehicle funding. And as Biden also desperately wants to reach his goal of 500,000 charger stations in the US, another boost of the entire sector is expected. So here's what's coming up next for the company. Lucid anticipates strong production growth over the next 5 years, with the release of an SUV in 2023 and sales of about 48,000 units. So given Lucid's own estimates for the next 5 years, it's easy to see why investors are so excited about the company's prospects. Nonetheless, as previously stated, there is great competition as well as legacy manufacturers shifting gears and committing to more EV-heavy product lines. So to summarize, Lucid Motors has a tremendous amount of potential. And now that the merger is finalized, there will undoubtedly be a fresh wave of investors interested in the stock, with more people opting for the long-term strategy, also considering the very positive outlook for the entire sector, with the government heavily supporting it as well. However, if retail traders continue to pump up the stock, even some short-term increase is very likely. Alright, with that being it for today's video, thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video and want to support our mission of providing free financial information to everyone here on YouTube, please ensure you're subscribed and definitely consider leaving a like. As mentioned before, it really means the world to us. Thanks a lot, and see you next time.